watching CBS 8 mornings at 5.
After approving reforms, accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, head before the City Council for one final vote. Good morning. Thanks for starting off your Tuesday with us. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Iranpour. Coming up here live at 5, your last chance to make your voice heard on the controversial building practice. Also at 5, as tens of thousands of people come to town for Comic-Con, what you need to know about staying safe during this massive gathering.
Plus at 5, back for one last day. Phillip Rivers officially retiring as a Bolt and not a Colt. The Chargers QB1, in his own words, during an emotional retirement video just ahead. And this morning, a woman is facing multiple charges after a tense standoff in the college area. Yeah, you're looking at video there of CBS 8's cameras capturing the moment that she was taken into custody. Look at all the police. Police telling us they were called to 69th and El Cajon Boulevard. This was just before 4 p.m. yesterday. You see, during the daylight. Following reports, the woman attacked somebody with a glass bottle. When officers arrived, she locked herself in a van and refused to come out of that vehicle. Officers used tear gas, pepper balls, and a flashbang before then taking her into custody more than an hour and a half later. She now faces charges of assault with a deadly weapon and resisting arrest. On Capitol Hill, some Republicans are going to be teaming up with Democrats to try to override House Speaker Mike Johnson. Republican Thomas Massie and Democrat Ro Khanna are working to force a vote on releasing more Epstein files, Jeffrey Epstein files, and it appears they have the votes to succeed. The measure would give the White House 30 days to disclose unclassified materials. It needs 218 votes. Democrats can supply all but 6, and enough House Republicans have voiced support to get it across the finish line. Speaker Johnson is instead pushing his own non-binding measure on the file release.
My belief is we need the administration to have the space to do what it is doing, and if further congressional action is necessary or appropriate, then we'll look at that. But I don't think we're at that point right now because we agree with the president.
So no vote on this resolution?
No.
Speaker Johnson is forcing a vote on the Massie-Khanna measure to be delayed until after Congress's summer break, meaning Congress won't vote until after Labor Day at the earliest. The White House's efforts to end federal funding for Planned Parenthood has been blocked, but only in parts of the country. The recently passed Big Beautiful Bill bars Medicaid users from coverage with a health care provider that also provides abortion services. Planned Parenthood sued, and yesterday District Judge Indria Talwani said the Trump policy cannot go into effect until that lawsuit is settled. The organization warns that blocking Medicaid funding could force it to close about 200 of its 600 facilities, depriving customers of non-abortion services like STI testing and treatment and cancer screening. The Pentagon says about 700 Marines mobilized last month to respond to protests in Los Angeles, so they're now being sent home. The Marines mobilized back in June, you might recall, and helped to protect federal buildings and personnel. That was their duty there. Last week, 2,000 California National Guard members were also released. Roughly 2,000 California Army National Guard soldiers mobilized later in June. They are still assigned to that mission, helping with protests in L.A. All right, Comic-Con week, it is here. Thousands of fans from around the world already going to be filling up the city here. Yes, and we welcome all of you here. Superheroes, welcome. The convention filled with a lot of fun. It also brings the potential for crimes, big and small. CBS 8's Steffi Roche reports on how authorities plan to address many concerns.
Well, it's a disturbing but real issue that's often talked about.